everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Rena from Snailworks Crochet, and today I will be walking you through how to make a solid version of the Yarnspirations all-in-one flower power squares, aka granny square with no holes. When I made my initial review for the all-in-one flower power yarn, I completely ignored the written pattern and ended up making a more solid granny square by accident. Since my initial video, I watched a couple of other channels review this yarn, and a recurring theme seemed to be that they dislike how holy the square is. So here I have an example of making the square according to the pattern written on the label. If you look at these two side by side, you can see that this one has less holes, whereas this one has more holes. I also got a comment asking if I would share how I achieved my happy accident, and I kind of said, why not? Without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off, you will need the yarn and a crochet hook. This requires you to have mastered the Granny Square all-in-one yarn, the original. The label suggests a 5.5mm hook, but for me it is a 6.5mm hook. It may be a 4 or 3mm depending on your individual tension. We will be starting the first 3 rounds following the written pattern on the label. It says to chain 4, slip stitch, but I ignore that and go for a magic ring. And I also prefer to do stack single crochets when I start a new row instead of a chain 3, but do what you want. And I'm gonna get started. If you make a magic ring, you will do 10 double crochets in this magic ring. So 1, my stack single, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have a little extra, so let me loosen up a couple of these stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Pull that magic ring tight, slip stitch into the top of that stacked single crochet. Now for round 2, we are still following the written pattern. Here it says to slip stitch the ring closed and then do 2 double crochets in each of the stitches. So I have slip stitched the ring closed, and in that same stitch that I slip stitched into, I'm going to pull up my yarn and do a stacked single crochet, another double crochet in that same loop, and the next stitch do 2 double crochets, and then just repeat that all the way around until you finish the round. You should have 20 double crochets all around. Now you're going to slip stitch into that stack single. And this is still the same pattern that is written on the label. So here in this stitch, I'm going to do another stack single. This will be a double crochet. And in that same stitch, a treble crochet. And then next stitch, 3 trebles. Then the next stitch, you're going to do 1 treble and a double. And then the next stitch, you slip stitch. And then repeat all around. Ooh, I still have quite a bit, so I'm gonna have to loosen up this last petal right here. I think this is as good as I'm gonna get, and that's okay. For the next round, which is round 4, you are still going to do the same pattern as what's written on the label. So now you are going to start off row 4 by slip stitching into the stacked single crochet from the previous round. And then in that stacked single crochet, you're going to do another stacked single crochet. And then the next stitch, you will double crochet. Next stitch, you will do a half double crochet and then a single crochet. And then a half double crochet. And then the next 2 stitches, you'll be doing a double crochet. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. In this slip stitch from the previous round, you will be doing a treble crochet. And now for the next one, you will be doing a double crochet, another double crochet, a half double crochet, a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, another double crochet, and then a treble crochet. You are going to repeat that all around until you get to that last stitch where you will end on a treble crochet. Treble crochet. And now we will slip stitch into that first stacked single crochet. Now we are on the 3rd color of this yarn, and we no longer have to worry about color changes in our tension. So you can either be as loose as you want, as tight as you want, depending on how you want to continue things. But here is the point where it differs from the original pattern written on the label. We are still going to pull in elements that are from the original label, but it will not be exactly like the original label. And let me show you what I mean by this. Right here, we are going to do a stacked single treble instead of a double. So here, you can alternatively chain 6 and have the same effect, but essentially we are going to put our hook into the space we just slip stitched into, pull up a loop, pull through both loops, put your hook in this back loop right here, pull up a loop, both, and then do that again. Put your hook in that back loop again, pull up a loop, pull through. So that is a stacked single treble. And then you have this, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to do another treble crochet into that same stitch right here. Now in this next stitch, you are going to do 2 double crochets. Now, how this differs from the original pattern is instead of me chaining 1 and doing the double crochet, I'm just going to do the double crochet. No chain 1. So double crochet, 1 double crochet in this next stitch. In the next stitch, I will be doing 1 half double crochet, and then I will be doing a single crochet. And then here's another part where it differs from the original pattern. Instead of chaining 1 and skipping this space, I am just going to slip stitch into this space. Try to keep that slip stitch looser because you will eventually be doing a double crochet into the space. So slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, 2 double crochets into this space, and then you are going to do a treble, chain 2, treble. Now, let's repeat that again. So in this space, 2 double crochets, one double crochet, a half double crochet, a single crochet, a slip stitch, 1 half double crochet, a double crochet, single crochet, a slip stitch, 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and then a treble crochet, chain 2 treble. You are going to repeat that until the end of the round. After doing those last 2 double crochets into the space, slip stitch into the top of that stacked single treble. Now here, you can stop if you want, if you like the size of the square, or you can continue. I'm going to continue because there are 6 rounds of this square on the original pattern, and I like to do an extra round. So, let me get more yarn. Okay, so for the start of this next round, I'm going to do a stacked single. And that counts as a double crochet. Into this chain 2 space, I'm going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. And then I'm going to double crochet in every single stitch around the entire square until I get to the end. Basically, that's it. You are going to double crochet in every single stitch and make sure you double crochet, and in each corner space you will do 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochet. And you just keep doing that all the way around. Okay, we have finished the round, and now you're going to slip stitch into that first stacked single crochet and then tie off. So let me get my scissors here. I'm going to slip stitch, and then I'm going to cut my yarn and then fasten off. And that, my friends, is the solid granny square using the granny square all-in-one flower power yarn. Here's a better side-to-side comparison between the two. You can see this one is more solid. This one is a little bit more holey. Now all you have to do is weave in your ends, and that will be the conclusion of this tutorial. Thank you for watching if you have made it this far, and let me know if this has worked out for you. Is this helpful? Is it not? Is it kind of obvious? Let me know in the comments down below. With that, thank you for watching and see you next week. Bye!